Do I have to do the welcome back? I didn't notice you didn't do that.
Yeah, do the welcome back.
All right.
That's good.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Welcome back to Restauranttopia. Brian, I hear you got an exciting topic for us today.
I do. It's something that is near and dear to my heart because I see so many restaurateurs that are struggling in this January, February, March time period before patio season up north here in Ohio kind of opens up. I got a trick that I believe can get your unit an extra $3,000 to $6,000 a week in sales.
And so this is both, we're driving in-unit and catering sales to your local independent restaurant, right?
Correct. You just gave it away. It's catering. Folks, it's catering.
I blew the lid off.
I mean, I was going to say it for the very last minute of the episode, but it is catering. No, it is.
Well, thanks, Brian. This has been an amazing topic, and thanks to all you for listening in.
Just do catering. I don't know why.
I
don't know why. No, but we're going to break it down. How do you do catering? Is probably the easy part.
Yeah, sure.
It's how do you reach out to the community to get those catering orders?
Love it.
And to get those people coming into your restaurant, okay?
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
Imagine a perfect world where you can build a restaurant, open the doors, and make loads of money. Unfortunately, those days are over. It takes great leadership, hard work, and long hours to operate a successful restaurant. Together, we can make it happen. This is Restauranttopia.
Well, let's break it down, man.
All right. So first of all, I think one thing that a lot of operators are missing is reaching out to the local community.
Sure.
Leave your restaurant and go talk to other businesses.
I can't leave my restaurant.
You have to.
Oh.
So what are you doing right now? So you got say you're
with you right now.
Well, true, but
Yeah.
say you're the owner and you got a GM in the restaurant, and it is 2:00.
Yeah.
Lunch rush is basically over. You're getting ready for dinner rush. They have between 2:00 and 4:00.
Sure.
Use those 2 hours 3 to 4 times a week, and you'll be able to drive $2,000 to $6,000 a week of revenue to your restaurant. This is the types of people that they have to be looking at.
I'm
Now,
listening.
I want you to check out our show notes on restauranttopia.com. We got scripts, we got point of contacts that you're going to want to think about reaching out to. But these are some of the things you can do to kind of jumpstart your interaction with the community. So attending local networking events, going to businesses, offering catering services, great partnerships with local businesses. So if there's a barbershop or a salon near you, create a partnership with them.
Yeah.
Give them $200 in gift cards if they'll put you out on their next email blast. Or if they'll give every customer a coupon or something like that.
This is what we used to do in 1986, just so you know.
No, I know, but you have to get back to that.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. I wasn't discrediting it.
No, but it's the old school stuff that works so well that even if you don't get a customer of theirs to come in, you're at least talking to that owner, and that person is a potential customer.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everyone is a potential customer. And then you ask them about catering, because they're also potential catering events. They have graduation parties, they have birthday parties, they have company events. All of these types of things that you can do to interact with your local community can drive so much revenue.
Yeah, no doubt. Like grand openings and stuff, or they did anniversary parties they could do for, there's a trade. I mean, listen, in the industry, it's no secret. Most people like to work in trade anyway.
Oh yeah, no, trade is great.
Trade is great.
Another kind of untapped resource is charities.
Yep.
And I think they have such a large network, and you get to do something good. But if you can donate some of your profits back on a certain night, pick a slow night like a Tuesday, and have an event for the charity, or try to get them to drive people in. I really like working with charities as a mechanism to drive people in.
Yeah, no question.
It's a great tool because they are going to have catering events.
Yeah. So listen, from the top on down, you get great social media juice with a great social media partner now, because now you're tagging and you're sharing stuff, right?
Yep.
And the whole notion of do good and you do well works out.
Yep.
Not only does it do good business-wise, but then also you feel amazing because you know you made a difference, right?
Yep.
And then the networking. You never know who's involved in those charities, who they know. No. Let's face it, the charities are a darling. A lot of very important and influential people cling to charities and use charities. It behooves you to be in that network and help them out.
I agree. And there's just a lot of people and a lot of potential customers.
No doubt.
So, we kind of had that 1,000-foot view of different things, but let's get a little granular. Like, who do you call on?
Yeah.
And I think if you go to restauranttopia.com, you check out our show notes, you really look at this list. This is a list that you can give to your GM and start making a funnel. Yep. Just like if again, this isn't a typical restaurant type thing, but any salesperson has a sales funnel.
Yep.
So who is in that sales funnel that you need to have their name, their contact information, and be able to target that person?
So just to break it down, a funnel, you mean like just a strategic list of people you're going to target?
Correct, yeah. This is my whole universe of potential customers.
Yeah.
I want to narrow that funnel down to this person placed a catering order.
Yep.
So how do you narrow that down is by getting in contact with them and basically their sales pitch.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, and I have a canned sales pitch in here, in our show notes, but I want to go to kind of our list here. So first of all, low-hanging fruit, offices, corporate businesses around you, you know who they are. Try to get in contact with them. Find out, do they have a lunchroom? Some people are doing lunchrooms. Some people are doing catering on Fridays for their staff. Find out what the organization has that makes them tick and who that person is, that gatekeeper.
Yeah, and don't sleep on schools or PTAs and things like that. You talk about influence in the community.
Yeah.
The minute in my community at home, when someone caters for the PTA, they don't get money in return. It's a voluntary thing, right?
Yeah.
They might be doing Teacher Appreciation Day or might be just doing like a school board meeting or a PTA meeting. Every one of those people is quick to brag about it, quick to snap a picture, quick to talk about how amazing you are, right?
Yep.
And obviously, that's a nice bonus. I mean, the fact that you're just helping the community is tremendous. But all of this is just great juju.
Yeah. When you drop off the food and they say, oh, hey, we want to thank XYZ restaurant, you can say, hey, we loved helping the community. We really appreciate the best way you can thank us is by recommending us to your friends and family.
There you go.
And order from us. I love the schools.
It's wild, though, what we're talking about. In the digital age, we just did an episode on ChatGPT, and it's like that's the forefront of technology, right?
Oh, dude, that thing, you should see the analytics.
I'm scared,
The number, and it may be that ChatGPT is actually listening to the episode, but a ton of people, a ton of people are listening to that episode because it's so groundbreaking. I mean, all over the world. It's really cool.
No, and everybody's curious about it, right? You guys did a tremendous job of breaking it down. But what's interesting, though, is like how complex we're getting in the digital world, but then how the simple stuff is becoming even more effective in light of that, right?
Well, but it goes back to connections.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are selling something. It's your food, it's your experience, it's your ambiance, it's your restaurant, it's your catering. You need to have a personal connection to get that sale. And that's what sales is about. It's having a personal connection. It's not sending out mass emails. Hey, Tina at XYZ Corporation, I'd like to bubble this back up to the top of your inbox and have you buy some catering from me. Like
all those corporate buzzwords.
No,
I've seen a lot of them recently.
Yeah,
I think that's creative.
But if you call the person, you deliver food, you give them a free coupon to try your restaurant. Mm-hmm. When they're in your restaurant, you ask them for the catering order. Those are the sorts of things that I think go so far. So in addition to schools, I got hospitals and medical centers. A lot of them have cafeterias that aren't necessarily full-time, and they'll let you come in and cater on a Friday or a certain day.
Yeah, awesome.
Great avenue. Hotels and events centers sometimes have the food in-house, but sometimes for smaller stuff, if they're just renting out a room for, say, 50, 100 people, they will allow other outside caterers to come in. So reach out to them, talk to that catering manager, see if there's an opportunity there. Government offices. All sorts of government offices around you, from federal to state to local governments that have events, are doing, Joe's 50th work anniversary and retirement party, whatever it is. Like there are things out there that they are spending money on, and they can spend money at your restaurant.
Sure. And everybody loves a free lunch, right?
Yeah. Real estate companies, banks, fitness centers, law firms, all are going to be on my list here on the show notes. But another one that I want you to really consider, car dealerships.
Yeah.
Car dealerships for the service department. Everyone that came in on Saturday, they're going to want to cater for. A lot of times they'll buy pizza, they'll get catering from different restaurants. Yep. It is definitely an avenue to generate sales.
Well, here's the thing. It's funny because you leave it up to their choice, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm largely aware of this, but then I'm thinking like, damn, I should go advise more people to do this because there's something so profound just about being, it's something as simple as being top of mind.
Yep.
Right? You drop off something free, and the next time they go to place an order, they say, oh, yeah, I remember those breadsticks or that pizza or that chicken or that lasagna. So good.
Or we're going to get their food truck on Saturday.
No doubt.
And the car dealerships are great because it's definitely a marketing thing, too. So if you have a food truck, that, or catering, they can have both to drive sales in.
Listen, man, I can speak from experience on that. There was we had a customer who used to come in all the time, and he was a top salesman at a car dealership, and he liked our place a lot.
Yeah.
And every time they launched a new model or a new program or a new anything, they invited their VIP list, and we were their exclusive caterer. And we would go into the showroom and cater. I can tell you it was 10 to 15 times a year, high dollar events, because to your point, marketing budgets, right? So they weren't worried about price. They were worried about wowing their customers. One sell of one car would pay for our entire catering event, right? So they were just like, blow it up. And it was a lucrative venture for us.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
But you don't know what you don't know, man. That's the thing, is that you got to go up and stir it up. You got to stir the pot and see what happens, see what shakes out.
But make the contact, make the connection. Construction companies, we talked about barbershops earlier, marketing and advertising companies, retail stores, again, for events, museums and art galleries, always having events, always driving traffic in. This is not an exclusive list, but this is a good starting point. If you could have your GM pull up our show notes on restauranttopia.com and write 3 places every week under each one of these categories that they're going to go call on or they're going to make the contact with, and then add that person to your funnel, so then you can follow up with the email, you can follow up with a text, you can follow up with the phone call, and build that relationship. You will drive your catering sales through the roof.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, and a big fan of photographers too. Wedding photographers specifically, if they don't have a caterer in mind. DJs, funeral homes.
Oh, funeral homes.
But you can talk about bakeries too, right? Like, it was common for me when I worked in restaurants to go find like a bakery that aligned with me that made cakes.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't do savory food. But guess what? Like, every bride and groom are going to them for a cake. Like, maybe 20% of them don't have their catering figured out yet. Guess what? Like, I'm here for you.
Yeah,
right?
who do you recommend? Who do you hear that's good?
Exactly right, man.
Yeah.
So all those ancillary businesses are on the periphery of your business. Think about that. Think that through.
No, but everyone's looking for a good recommendation. Everyone's looking for someone that can provide the service.
Word of mouth is still the most authentic and most reliable version of marketing that I feel. I can't argue with it.
I agree.
Like, if you tell me to go eat at a restaurant, like, I don't care what the Google review says. I don't care what Facebook. I don't care what any of that says. Brian told me to go there. I trust Brian. I'm going.
I got catering, and you asked me about catering. I'm gonna say, hey, check out this place. It was great.
I've done it before with you, actually. It's been spot on. Yeah, we've actually done that.
Okay. Now you got your GM making the list, reaching out, making the contact. On restauranttopia.com, we put a script together on what the person can say.
Nice.
So this is basically more of a voicemail, but you can tailor it towards what the person will say when they make that first initial contact. This isn't the end-all be-all, but it is a good start for the person to really get some reps in. And the more reps they get, the more comfort level they're going to have.
Well, that's it, man. You're going to master the process. Once you get the hang of it, it's like we talked about social media. Go out and break a few things, learn the ropes, make some mistakes, and after a while, you'll be in stride. You'll have your own style, your own strategy.
Yeah. And is it, also give an offer they can't refuse. Hey, is it okay, Sally, if I send you 2 coupons for free food at our restaurant? So if say it's a car dealership, that's a high value account potentially. That's someone you want to say, hey, next Tuesday, is it okay if I bring you and 5 of your coworkers lunch?
Yeah.
And you bring them lunch.
Ooh, that's a bad position. They got to pick 5.
Hey,
It's better
Sophie's
than
choice.
Yeah. Whoever's nicest to me this week gets free lunch on Tuesday.
It's a meritocracy.
Nah, I'm kidding.
But it creates buzz in the office.
Sure.
Like, oh man, that's awesome. Who got food? And and lets them be the hero too.
Well, at the very least, give them some appetizer or something shareable, right? If it's a larger group, or if you're the concept. Just 5.
5.
5 is it?
A lot of science.
Car dealerships.
Yeah.
I'm sure they,
There's science. There's
Research and development says 5 people alone. That's it.
Yep,
right?
there's
Okay,
science
sorry.
behind this,
My bad.
No, because you're bringing the smells, you're bringing the food, like
all of it.
You want someone to be able to replace their lunch. That person's going to call hey, I got lunch coming on Tuesday. Don't pack your lunch, or we don't have to go anywhere. Or you got plans. So I think it's cool. I think it's a cool trick. I've talked to operators who've used it, and it works really well.
Yep, I've even seen it too. Not used enough is where you give them a stack of referral cards. And that works out well too. So if the one person, a concierge at a hotel or a front desk or something, they give the guest, hey, take this with you if you don't mind so much. They get a free app, they get a kickback, everybody wins.
Not even on my list, hotels. The concierge is overlooked too often.
Yep, agreed.
I think the other person at the hotel, besides the concierge, the front desk person.
Yeah.
The concierge is not there all the time.
Well, and make sure you go at the right meal period too.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're going to the hotel and you're looking for dinner business or something like that, go during the evening shift when that person works, right? Like, don't go to lunch and give them. And I would argue to do both, of course, but don't have the expectation. And I've seen this not thought through very much. Is you take the AM person to lunch or the breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
But most of the guests are asking for dinner. They're not asking for breakfast or lunch.
No, they're definitely asking for dinner.
Right.
I mean, 100%.
So you got to get the food and the bribe in the right hands.
No, I agree. The motivation.
Thank you. God, this guy's got all the lexicon.
The last huge overlooked opportunity for you to drive more catering sales is your staff. Talk to your staff, see where they can leverage their relationships to drive more catering in.
Yep.
And I'll give some examples here. So, where did your staff go to school? If you have younger staff, do they still have connections with the athletic director, with the principal, with the PTA? Does your staff have family that works in different businesses? Reach out to them. Hey, my cousin owns a print shop. Is it someone that we could use printing with? But also, do they do catering?
And I love this because we talk about networking a lot, right?
Yeah.
But your staff is your immediate network.
Right.
And guess what? They have a vested interest in your success.
Yeah, and they want to do good.
Yeah. Give them an opportunity. Listen to them.
And also give them an opportunity to make some money.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can drive X amount of catering sales, I will give you extra money. This is found money in your operation if you're able to drive an extra $3,000 to $5,000 in catering sales.
No doubt.
Local events, what events are they going to? So and you're up to speed on that. Community organizations, are they donating their time? Alumni networks, if they're with a local college. Alumni networks, what schools do they go to?
I'm still a sucker for little leagues.
Yeah,
The old school little leagues that actually, now listen, there's a difference there. You got the travel teams, you got everything else, you get lost in the soup. But the teams where you can sponsor a team and get your logo on their shirt.
Yep.
I saw that recently with a restaurant, and not only did they do that, but then they give every kid who hits a dinger or a home run, they give them a $10 gift card to the restaurant to go get a pizza. So it's amazing because
that's really good. I love that. Yeah.
So I have two kids that play ball and they play on Saturday mornings. Guess what we do after every game every Saturday?
Yeah.
We go grab a bite to eat. Where are we going? Well, I don't know. My kid's never going to hit a dinger, I don't think, if he's anything like me.
Yeah.
But at least we can pretend. I can still take him out for a pizza or something. Yeah. Love that. And that stuff is so easy.
Participation trophies to get hungry too.
That's it, man. No, it's
catering is such an amazing opportunity to drive top line revenue and really drive some profit. So think about those businesses you can reach out to, guest promotions, leave behind material. What stuff are you putting in your to-go bags, your in-restaurant promotions, making sure that you're talking to your current customers, but most important, reach out to that community that you're in, tell them about the services you're offering and your catering, and build that connection.
Well, and here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, even if you don't drum up a ton of business from this, you still did amazing things for your community, and no one loses when you do that.
No, and if you're not getting the catering, you're also exposing your restaurant to these people.
Sure.
Who are all potential customers.
That's marketing 101, brother.
I love it. No, thank you so much, Anthony.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
Make sure you check out